In this age of social media and constant connectivity, we've developed a tendency to share every detail of our life. We post about our accomplishments, our plans, even our deepest relationships. But here's a little secret I've learned over the years. Some things are best kept private. There are 3 aspects of your life that should remain your own personal business: your income, your ambitions, and your relationships. Let's talk about why keeping these things private can lead to a more fulfilled and balanced life. Why should you keep your income private? Think about it. What happens when you share how much you earn? It often leads to envy, resentment, or unwanted expectations. Maybe you've experienced it. You tell a friend about your raise and suddenly they look at you differently. Or worse, they start expecting you to pay for everything. By keeping your income to yourself, you protect your financial security and maintain a sense of humility. Have you ever wondered why some people seem more grounded, more at peace with their financial success? It's often because they don't broadcast it. They let their actions speak louder than their words. They understand that real wealth isn't about flaunting what you have, but about enjoying the peace and security it brings. So the next time you're tempted to share your salary or latest financial victory, remember the power of silence. Let your lifestyle be the proof of your success, not your word. Let's move on to ambitions. We all have dreams and goals that drive us, but why should we keep our ambitions private? When you share your ambitions with others, especially too early, you open yourself up to their doubts and criticism. How many of you have shared a big goal only to be met with skepticism? It's disheartening, isn't it? But when you keep your ambitions closed, you protect them from negativity and doubt. You give yourself the space to grow and pursue your goals without external pressure. Think about it this way. Your ambitions are like a delicate seed. When you plant a seed, you don't expose it to the harsh elements. You nurture it, protect it, give it the right environment to grow. The same goes for your goals. Keep them safe, work on them diligently, and let the results speak for themselves. By the time your ambitions become a reality, you'll have a strong foundation that no criticism can shake. Relationships. This might be the most personal and important aspect to keep private. Your relationships are a source of support, love, and growth. When you share every detail of your relationship with the world, you invite unnecessary scrutiny and judgment. Have you ever noticed how relationships that are constantly broadcasted on social media seem to face more problems? It's because the pressure of public opinion constrain even the strongest bonds. By keeping your relationships private, you create a safe space for you and your loved ones. You give your relationships the chance to grow without the interference of outside opinions. It's about respecting the intimacy and trust that forms the foundation of any strong relationship. So cherish your loved ones, but keep the details of your relationships between you and them. Trust me, this privacy will bring you closer and create a deeper, more meaningful connection. So why is privacy important? It's not about secrecy or isolation. It's about creating boundaries that protect the most important aspects of your life. It's about recognizing that some things are too valuable to be exposed to the world. When you keep your income, ambitions, and relationships private, you allow yourself to enjoy them fully without the burden of external judgment or pressure. Ask yourself, what parts of your life are you sharing that could benefit from a little more privacy? What would change if you kept certain things to yourself? By keeping these things private, you might just find a new sense of peace, fulfillment, and success. Remember, it's not about hiding your life. It's about protecting what matters most. Talk about a concept that is both simple and profound: financial privacy. You see, we live in a world where sharing is second nature. We share our photos, our thoughts, even our meals. But there's one thing that should remain private: our income. Why, you ask? Because keeping your income private can have a profound impact on your life, your relationships, and your peace of mind. You get a raise at work, you're thrilled, and you can't wait to tell your friends and family. You start sharing the news, expecting congratulations. Instead, you get mixed reactions. Some people congratulate you, but others start treating you different. They might envy you, offer unsolicited financial advice, or even expect you to pay for everything when you go out. Suddenly, what should have been a moment of joy becomes a source of stress. This is why financial privacy is so important. Let's dive deeper into the benefits of keeping your income private. First and foremost, it helps you avoid jealousy and envy. Have you ever shared good news about a raise or a bonus, only to feel a shift in the room? Uncomfortable moment when someone's smile doesn't quite reach their eye. It's human nature. When people know how much you make, it can stir up feelings of jealousy, and jealousy can lead to strained relationships, even with those closest to you. Another benefit of financial privacy is preventing unsolicited advice and judgments. When people know your income, they feel entitled to give you advice on how to spend or invest your money. They might mean well, but their advice can be overwhelming and often unnecessary. Have you ever been in a situation where someone starts telling you what to do with your money, even when you didn't ask for their opinion? It can be frustrating. By keeping your income private, you create a boundary that protects you from this kind of interference. You can make financial decisions based on your own goals and values without feeling the pressure of other people's opinions. This allows you to stay focused on what truly matters to you rather than getting sidetracked by unsolicited advice. Let's not forget the pressure and expectations that come with sharing your income. When people know how much you make, they start expecting certain things from you. They might assume you can afford to pay for expensive dinners, lavish gifts, or extravagant vacations. This can put a lot of pressure on you, especially if you're trying to save or invest your money wisely. Think about it. If your friends know you got a big bonus, they might start suggesting expensive outings or trips. You feel obligated to go along, even if it's not in your budget or your plans. This pressure can lead to financial stress and even resentment towards those who impose the expectations on us. Financial privacy also fosters a sense of humility and groundedness. When you don't flaunt your income, you stay connected to the things that truly matter, your values, your relationships, and your personal growth. It allows you to live authentically without the need to seek validation from others. You become more focused on your own path and less concerned about how others perceive you. Have you ever met someone who constantly talks about their earnings, their investments, and their financial successes? How did it make you feel? Often, it comes across as boastful and can create a sense of distance. On the other hand, those who keep their financial matters private tend to be more approachable, more relatable. They draw people in with their humility and authenticity. So, how do you practice financial privacy in a world that encourages oversharing? It starts with a mindset shift. Recognize the value of keeping certain things to yourself. Understand that you don't need to prove your success to anyone. Your financial achievements are for you to enjoy and appreciate. When someone asks about your income, practice deflecting politely. You can say something like, I prefer to keep my finances private, but I'm happy to talk about the exciting projects I'm working on. This not only sets a boundary, but also redirects the conversation to something positive and engaging. Focus on the true markers of success: your personal growth, your relationships, and your overall well-being. These are the things that truly matter, the things that bring lasting happiness and fulfillment. By keeping your income private, you protect your peace of mind and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. Imagine you're at a family gathering and someone asks about your recent promotion. Instead of discussing your new salary, you could say, I'm really excited about the new responsibilities and the opportunities it brings. This way, you acknowledge the achievement without disclosing your income. It's a simple shift in focus from the numbers to the experience. In today's digital age, maintaining financial privacy requires a bit more vigilance. With social media and online profiles, it's easy to overshare without realizing it. Be mindful of what you post. Avoid sharing screenshots of paychecks, bonuses, or anything that reveals your income. It might seem like a harmless way to celebrate your success, but it opens the door to unwanted scrutiny and opinion. Think about the information you share on professional networks like LinkedIn. While it's great to highlight your achievements, there's no need to include salary details. Focus on your skills, accomplishments, and the value you bring to your roles. This approach keeps the spotlight on your professional growth without exposing your financial situation. When it comes to sharing financial goals or plans online, be selective. If you're part of a forum or a group discussing investments or saving strategies, share general insights instead of personal specifics. For example, instead of saying, I've saved $20,000 this year, you could say, I'm proud of my progress towards my savings goals. This keeps the conversation relevant without giving away too much. Let's consider a few thought-provoking questions to help you reflect on your own practices. Have you ever felt the pressure to share your income details just to fit in or gain approval? What was the outcome? Often, we share more than necessary because we seek validation or acceptance. But remember, your worth isn't defined by your income. By keeping financial details private, you maintain control over your narrative and protect your peace of mind. How often do you post about your financial achievements online? What responses do you typically get? If the feedback is mixed or leads to unwanted advice, it might be worth rethinking your sharing habits. By limiting what you disclose, you create a healthier, more positive interaction with your social circle. How do you handle unsolicited financial advice? When someone offers tips you didn't ask for, how do you respond? It's important to set boundaries politely but firmly. You could say, I appreciate your concern, but I've got a plan I'm comfortable with. This approach respects the other person's intention while maintaining your own financial privacy. Maintaining financial privacy isn't about being secretive. It's about creating a space where you can grow and succeed without the weight of external expectations. It's about celebrating your achievements in a way that feels right for you without the need for external validation. Let's talk about another vital aspect of privacy, your ambitions. We all have dreams and goals that light a fire within us, that give us a sense of purpose and direction. But there's something important about these ambitions that not everyone considers. They're best kept private. Why? Because sharing your ambitions too soon can sometimes do more harm than good. Think about a time when you were excited about a new goal, maybe starting a business or learning a new skill. You felt that initial rush of excitement and couldn't wait to share it with someone. But then instead of the encouragement you were hoping for, you were met with skepticism or doubt. Are you sure that's a good idea? You really think you can pull that off? These questions can plant seeds of doubt that might derail your dreams before they even get started. This is one of the main reasons why keeping your ambitions private can be so powerful. Protecting your dreams from naysayers is crucial. There's a quote I love, like, dreams are fragile things. They need nurturing, care, and protection, especially in their early stages. When you share your ambitions too widely, you expose them to the harsh realities of other people's doubts and fears. Everyone has an opinion, and not all of them are positive or constructive. Sometimes the people closest to you, your friends, family, colleagues, can be the biggest naysayers, not because they don't believe in you, but because they project their own fears and limitations onto you. Keeping your ambitions private also helps you avoid unnecessary pressure and expectations. When you tell people about your big plans, you often feel a new burden to live up to their expectations. Suddenly, it's not just your dream, it's something you need to achieve to prove yourself to others. This added pressure can be overwhelming and counterproductive. Imagine you've set a goal to write a book. You share this ambition with your friends, and now every time you see them, they ask, how's the book coming along? When can we read it? What started as a personal project driven by your passion becomes a source of stress because of the constant inquiries and expectations. By keeping your ambitions private, you maintain control over your timeline and progress without feeling rushed or judged. Another significant benefit is maintaining the freedom to change course without judgment. When you keep your ambitions to yourself, you give yourself the liberty to pivot, adapt, or even abandon a goal without facing questions or criticisms from others. Sometimes, as you pursue a dream, you discover new interests or face unforeseen challenges that change your direction, and that's perfectly okay. Keeping your ambitions private allows you to explore and grow without external pressures. It creates a safe space for your dreams to develop naturally and authentically. This doesn't mean you should never share your goals. It's about being selective and sharing them with those who will genuinely support and uplift you. So when you're excited about a new ambition, it's natural to want to share it. But before you do, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is sharing this ambition right now going to help me or hinder me? If there's a chance it might invite doubt or pressure, consider keeping it to yourself for a little longer. If you do decide to share, choose your confidants wisely. Share with those who have a track record of being supportive and constructive. You want people who will encourage you and offer helpful advice without imposing their own fears and doubts on your dreams. In our digital age, be mindful of what you post online about your goals. It's tempting to announce every new ambition on social media, but remember, not everyone in your digital circle needs to know. Share milestones and achievements once you've made significant progress, rather than announcing plans that are still in their infancy. This way, you protect your ambitions while still celebrating your successes. Let's ponder a few questions to help you reflect on your own practices. Have you ever shared a dream too soon and felt discouraged by the reactions you received? How did that impact your motivation and progress? It's worth considering how keeping your ambitions private might have protected your enthusiasm and drive. How do you handle the pressure of expectations when others know about your goals? Does it help you stay accountable, or does it add unnecessary stress? Reflect on whether the expectations of others propel you forward or hold you back. How often do you change your goals based on new insights or interests? Do you feel free to pivot, or do you worry about what others might think? Keeping your ambitions private can give you the freedom to evolve without external judgment. Maintaining the privacy of your ambitions is about creating a nurturing environment for your dreams. It's about protecting them from negativity, avoiding undue pressure, and giving yourself the freedom to grow and change. When you keep your goals closed, you allow them to flourish in their own time and on your own terms. Let's recognize the power of self-acknowledgement. Celebrate your small victories, even if no one else knows about them. Did you make progress on your project today? Did you overcome a challenge that's been holding you back? Give yourself a mental high five. You don't need to wait for someone else to validate your efforts. Acknowledge your own achievements and let that fuel your motivation. Another effective strategy is to set clear, personal goals. When you have specific targets to aim for, it's easier to stay motivated. Break down your ambitions into smaller, manageable steps. Each step you complete brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Keep a journal or a progress tracker. Document your journey. This not only helps you stay organized, but also gives you a visual representation of your progress, which can be incredibly motivating. Working on your ambitions quietly doesn't mean you're alone in the process. Seek out mentors or trusted advisors who can provide guidance without the fanfare. Find someone who has walked a similar path and can offer insights and encouragement. These relationships can be invaluable, providing you with the support you need while allowing you to maintain your privacy. Let's talk about how to manage the process effectively. Create a dedicated workspace and time for your ambitions. Whether it's a corner of your home or a specific hour each day, having a routine can make a huge difference. Consistency is key. When you show up for yourself day after day, you build momentum, and that momentum can carry you through even the toughest times. Another tip is to immerse yourself in the learning process. Read books, take courses, attend workshops related to your goals. Surround yourself with knowledge and inspiration. This not only enhances your skills, but also keeps you engaged and motivated. Remember, the more you invest in learning, the more equipped you are to succeed. Now let's think about your own experiences with sharing ambitions. Have you ever shared a goal too soon and felt discouraged by the responses? How did that impact your motivation? If you've experienced this, consider how keeping your ambitions private could have protected your enthusiasm. By holding your dreams close, you shield them from early criticism and give them the best chance to grow. Have you found yourself craving external validation to stay motivated? Reflect on how this has influenced your progress. Seeking approval from others can sometimes lead to taking actions that please others rather than staying true to your own vision. By focusing inward and setting personal milestones, you can stay aligned with your true aspiration. Have you ever changed your course due to external pressure or judgment? How did it feel to pivot away from your original plan? When you keep your ambitions private, you maintain the freedom to adjust your path as you see fit, without the added weight of others' expectations. So as you work towards your dreams, remember these practical tips. Celebrate your own victories, set clear goals, seek out mentors, create a dedicated workspace, and immerse yourself in learning. Reflect on your own experiences and recognize the value of keeping your ambitions private. By doing so, you stay motivated, focused, and true to yourself. Let's talk about something deeply personal and often overlooked: the privacy of our relationships. In a world where we share so much of our lives online, from what we had for breakfast to where we vacation, it's easy to forget the importance of keeping certain aspects of our lives private. One of the most important areas to protect is our relationships. Relationships are built on trust, intimacy, and mutual understanding. When we share every detail of our relationship with the world, we risk undermining these very foundations. Imagine a beautiful garden. Your relationship is like that garden. It needs care, attention, and a safe environment to thrive. If you let everyone trample through your garden, it becomes hard to maintain its beauty and health. Keeping your relationship private is about protecting that special space you share with your partner. One of the key benefits of keeping your relationship private is shielding it from external negativity. Everyone has opinions, and not all of them are positive or helpful. When you share details about your relationship, you open the door to criticism, envy, and unsolicited advice. Have you ever noticed how some people can't help but project their own insecurities and fears onto others? By keeping your relationship private, you protect it from these external influences. Another benefit of relationship privacy is maintaining a personal space and trust between partners. When you and your partner know that certain moments and details are just for the two of you, it strengthens your bond. It creates a sense of intimacy and trust that is crucial for a healthy relationship. This personal space allows you to communicate openly and honestly without fearing outside judgment. Think about the last time you had a deep, meaningful conversation with your partner. Imagine if every word you said was broadcasted to a wider audience. It would be hard to be truly open. By keeping these conversations private, you create a safe space where both of you can express yourselves fully and honestly. This privacy builds trust and deepens your connection. Relationships, like anything in life, have their ups and downs. During challenging times, keeping your relationship private can be especially beneficial. Public scrutiny can add pressure and make difficult situations even harder to navigate. When everyone knows about your struggles, it can feel like you're performing under a spotlight, making it difficult to focus on resolving the issues at hand. I once knew a couple, Jane and Tom, who faced a tough time in their marriage. They decided to keep their struggles private, sharing only with a few close friends and family members. This allowed them to work through their issues without the added pressure of public opinion. They sought professional help, communicated openly, and eventually emerged stronger. By keeping their challenges private, they were able to focus on healing rather than managing external perceptions. So, how do you maintain this privacy in a world that encourages sharing? Start by setting boundaries. Agree with your partner on what is and isn't appropriate to share with others. This mutual understanding helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures you're both on the same page. It's not about keeping secrets. It's about respecting each other's comfort levels and protecting your relationship. When someone asks about your relationship, practice deflecting the conversation politely. If a friend inquires about a disagreement you had with your partner, you might say, "We're working through it together, but I appreciate your concern." This response acknowledges the question without giving away private details. It shows that you value your relationship and its privacy. In our digital age, be mindful of what you post online. It's tempting to share photos and updates about your relationship, but think about the long-term impact. Share moments that celebrate your relationship without exposing its intricacies. Remember, not everything needs to be public knowledge. Some of the most beautiful moments are the ones shared only between you and your partner. How can you create a safe, private space within your relationship? What boundaries can you set with your partner to protect your connection? These reflections can help you build a stronger, more resilient relationship, free from the pressures of external judgment. Maintaining relationship privacy is not about hiding your love. It's about cherishing and protecting it. It's about creating a sanctuary where your relationship can flourish without the interference of outside opinions. By keeping your relationship private, you give it the best chance to thrive, even through the inevitable challenges that life brings. So as you nurture your relationships, remember the power of privacy. Protect your bond from external negativity, maintain personal space and trust, and avoid public scrutiny during tough times. Your relationship deserves a safe, private space to grow and evolve. Keep certain things just between you and your partner, and you'll find a deeper, more meaningful connection. Let's talk about social media. It's a powerful tool that connects us with friends, family, and even the world at large. But when it comes to your personal relationships, it's crucial to use it wisely. One effective strategy is to think before you post. Before sharing anything about your relationship, ask yourself, is this something that should be public? How might this affect my partner and our relationship? If there's any doubt, it's often best to keep it private. For example, sharing a photo of a beautiful moment like a vacation or a celebration is fine. But the details of an argument or a deeply personal conversation, those are better kept between you and your partner. By selectively sharing, you maintain a level of intimacy and trust that's essential for a healthy relationship. Another tip is to use social media settings to your advantage. Platforms like Facebook and Instagram allow you to control who sees your posts. Use these privacy settings to share personal moments with a select group of trusted friends and family rather than broadcasting them to everyone. This way, you can share your joy without exposing your relationship to unnecessary scrutiny. Let's move on to public interactions. When you're out with friends or at social gatherings, conversations about relationships are bound to come up. It's important to set boundaries on what you're comfortable sharing. If someone asks a question that feels too personal, it's okay to steer the conversation in a different direction. You might say, "We're doing great. Thanks for asking. How have you been?" This acknowledges their interest without divulging private details. Creating boundaries is essential for maintaining relationship privacy. Start by having an open conversation with your partner about what you both feel comfortable sharing with others. Agree on what's off limits and respect each other's boundaries. This mutual understanding helps prevent any misunderstandings and ensures that both of you feel secure in your privacy. In addition, consider establishing some ground rules for social media use. For instance, agree to consult each other before posting anything that involves your relationship. This shows respect for each other's feelings and helps maintain trust. Remember, it's not about secrecy. It's about mutual respect and protecting what's important to you both. Let's take a moment to reflect on your own practices with a few thought-provoking questions. Have you ever posted something about your relationship that you later regretted? How did it affect your partner and your relationship? Reflecting on these experiences can help you understand the importance of thoughtful sharing and the impact it can have on your relationship. How do you feel when others overshare about their relationships? Does it make you more cautious about your own sharing habits? Observing others can provide valuable insights into how you handle your relationship privacy. If you find that you're uncomfortable with the level of detail others share, it might be a sign to reassess your own boundaries. How do you handle personal questions about your relationship in social settings? Do you feel pressured to share more than you're comfortable with? If so, think about ways you can politely deflect these questions while still engaging in the conversation. It's perfectly fine to keep certain aspects of your relationship private and to protect the intimacy you share with your partner. Maintaining relationship privacy is about creating a healthy balance between sharing and protecting. By being mindful of what you post on social media, setting clear boundaries with your partner, and managing public interactions wisely, you can preserve the intimacy and trust that are the foundations of a strong relationship. So, why is this privacy so important? It's because it creates a sanctuary, a place where your finances, dreams, and relationships can grow without the interference of external pressures. It's about valuing what you have and protecting it from the elements that could harm it. Privacy isn't about secrecy. It's about respect and preservation. I encourage you to take these principles and apply them to your own life. Reflect on what you've heard today and think about how you can start practicing these principles of privacy. Ask yourself, what areas of my life need more protection? Where can I set better boundaries to nurture my dreams and relationships? Start small. Begin by identifying one area of your life where you can implement more privacy. Maybe it's your income. Decide to keep your financial successes to yourself and notice the peace it brings. Or perhaps it's your ambitions. Protect your dreams by sharing them only with those who truly support you. Or it could be your relationships. Create a personal space where your bond can grow without external interference. As you begin to practice these principles, you'll likely notice a shift. You'll feel more in control, more at peace, and more connected to the things that truly matter. Your achievements will become more meaningful, your goals clearer, and your relationship stronger. Remember, it's not about hiding away from the world. It's about creating a sanctuary where your true self can thrive. It's about celebrating your successes quietly, nurturing your dreams diligently, and protecting your relationships fiercely.